Hello and welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be playing the Watcher. Ascension 20 Watcher. Name a more classic combo. Rare card, 3 potions, transform 2 cards, or boss relic swap. I like rare card. It is random rare cards, so we could get like the worst case scenario. What's the worst rare card for Watcher? I'm gonna have to look that up. What is the worst rare card for Watcher? I don't like how on the Slay the Spire wiki, if you click the sort by rarity, it doesn't go starter, common, uncommon, rare, special. It sorts them by the alphanumeric value that's in the rarity column alphabetically. So rare is just at some random place in the middle. I'd be happy to see Alpha. Blasphemy is great. Brilliance is great. Contemplate's okay. Deus Ex Machina is pretty weak for a Neo bonus. Daviform's great. Devotion's great. Establishment's great. Judgment's great. Lessons Learned is great. Master Reality is obviously the worst. Forgot Master Reality existed. Although if you get Master Reality from Niao, like maybe you can pick a bunch of Deceive Realities and stuff and make it work. Omniscience is kind of a curse in Act 1, but you can make it work. Ragnarok's great. Scrawl's okay, kind of low value from Niao again. Spirit Shield's kind of weak. Vault is obviously great. Wish is amazing. Meta scaling. Is Omniscience bad? Hey, Sir Animal. Yeah, it's clearly Master Reality is the worst one. Omniscience is it's a curse in Act 1, for sure. But Omniscience is such a good card overall that I would hesitate to call it bad. We just need to watch our way through Act 1 if we get that. Probably just going to do a boss relic swap, though. I think so I've talked about the potions thing a couple times. The problem with potions is that you have a 40% chance to get a potion on the first couple of floors anyway. So like after you've done your 3 hallway fights, you've got like a, I don't know, 40, 30, 40% chance, right? And like a lot of the time you do end up getting 2 potions from the first 3 fights. So picking 3 random potions from Niao, A, is just wasteful off the bat because you've only got 2 slots, so you're only going to get 2 of them. And then B, like forces you to use potions in the early hallway fights, which you don't really need. So rare potions is pretty wasteful compared to like getting a valuable late game card. I'd much rather get the random rare card. Curse for transform 2 cards is pretty bad. Take a look at the pathing. A lot of early shops. We'll have to like dodge one if we want to not hit it. So that encourages us to be here or here, I suppose. But both of those are 2 elite Act 1s. Looks like there's no way to not do a 2 elite Act 1 unless we're willing to fight a late Mega Elite, which we might be. We'd have to do either a shop or 5 hallway fights before the first elite. That sounds scary. Did a cheat run where you started Ironclad with Corruption and Master Reality. Corruption, Master Reality, and Dead Branch. Yikes. Sounds amazing. Click asks, can you get 2 Master Reality? Yes, you can. They don't do anything. Or the second one doesn't. I mean, it procs Mummified Hand and Birdface Urn. I actually don't know if you are able to generate a Searing Blow. I believe 2 Master of Reality would upgrade it twice. But I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually seen that interaction. It's not even like tremendously rare interaction because you could get it from the little threads card, so you could just do it as Watcher. You don't need Prism or anything. I think we're probably going to boss swap and then go up this this middle path. We did go through an early shop, but we get a question mark in a shop. It's kind of a good route. Not great. It sets us up for the 3 elite route, and I think getting a late Mega Elite is pretty good in Act 1. Oh, we got a Pandora's box swap. Wow. This is a hell of a swap. We got Establishment Worship. We've also got Worship Brilliance. Okay, busted. Totally busted package. Also, we've got Alpha and Vault. Whoa. We are going to take a bunch of damage from hallway fights, though, because we don't have basically any damage. We have Brilliance and Follow-Up, or any block. We just have, like, Vault at the Sanctity. So that does put us in a bit of a difficult position. Searing Bow is the only thing that can be upgraded multiple times, yeah. Yeah, Ironclad is the only class that treats upgrades like a mechanic. All the other classes just like have upgrades, but they don't like do anything with them. Alright, so this is a crazy swap. Should be great. We are going to be very weak early on, though, so I think even going to this second floor 2 shop is pretty reasonable here, because we need like more attacks. We've just got 2 attacks right now. I guess 3 if you count the Eruption. So we've got Follow-Up, Brilliance, and Eruption. We're going to need to end the turn with an attack if we can, because Follow-Up's in here. Establishment doesn't currently have any targets. We Follow-Up, probably want to play that. We could get Establishment and Foresight out of the deck, or we could play Worship. Seems like the line. If we play Worship, we get to go to Divinity next time we see Worship, which will probably happen in the fight. Which seems better than Foresight Establishment. Although Foresight lets us dig for stuff. If we Foresight Establishment Follow-Up, he takes 7, and he's not dead to Eruption Brilliance, right? Is it a kill with Eruption Brilliance? If I play Worship. Yeah, so Brilliance would do 17, so it ends up doing 34. 34 plus 9 is 42. 42 plus 7 is not enough. It's 49. We're off by 2. Right? It's 5 mantra. 37. 37 goes to 34. Or, sorry, 17 goes to 34. 42, 49, yep. So we would just take 12 if we did that. I think we're going to Worship anyway. It seems like Vigilance Brilliance is the line here. Blocks out, sets up for the Eruption next turn, plays an attack last in case we get Follow-Up. Although I guess we'd be playing Eruption before Follow-Up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, Brilliance just hits really hard. Definitely lethal here. Okay. Tantrum? What the hell? I was looking for an attack. I didn't really ask for the best attack that I could possibly get. I guess I'll take it. Flying Sleeves does say retain, and we do have a establishment in the deck. So Flying Sleeves is functionally 0 cost. Are we trying to do, like, meditate stuff? Or, like, rushdown stuff? Anytime you have Pandora's box swap, you gotta imagine infinite loops are a possibility. We also have quite a few exhaust cards. Alpha, Establishment, Foresight, Ascender's Bane, and Vault all exhaust. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exhaust cards in our starting deck. So our starting deck size is only 6 cards once we exhaust all this stuff. So we're like a rushdown and a inner piece away from having a combo already. So maybe we don't take any of these? I mean, Tantrum's so good though, right? But do we need Tantrum? We have, like, Worship Brilliance. Tantrum kind of helps with the infinite. It does help. But, like, we would upgrade Eruption anyway, right? We have plenty of upgrades. So, like, the way that Tantrum really helps is that Tantrum plus Rushdown can redraw you the Tantrum. So it can be kind of like a one-card loop. Good morning, Captain Zippers. How's it going? Whereas Rushdown the Eruption cannot redraw the Eruption, so the other card in the loop has to redraw the Eruption for you. At least I think that's the case. Maybe that's not the case. No, you should be able to redraw Eruption, right? Because it's the effective Rushdown that causes you to draw Eruption, so Eruption's already in the discard by then. Yeah, you should be able to redraw Eruption. I think I'm going to skip Tantrum. Tantrum is really good, though. So I thought that we needed more attacks, but having played through the cultist fight, I feel like Worship Brilliance is enough. We have some draw too with Sanctity, so we can, like, get Worship zero-costed. Interesting, so you do get Searing Blow +2, 2 Master Realities. Okay, well there's the combo. Just get all the Master Realities and get a Searing Blow +10. Dual wield Master Realities, that's the combo. I don't know, chat. I'm not sure what Tantrum, like, does for us here. Like, obviously it does 9 damage. It's like an Eruption plus, right? Which is really good. Helps us kill stuff faster. But we only have the one stance exit, right? We've just got Vigilance. I guess Worship is a stance exit, too. I just don't think I need it. Wait, you got Searing Blow +2 with 3 Master Realities. What? Shouldn't it be? That's so odd. What the hell? What happens when you have 4 Master Realities? Alright, chat. This might be crazy, but I'm gonna skip it. Do a card remove on... all these cards are really good. I don't want to remove any of them. That's crazy. Huh. That's weird. Sounds like a bug. I don't think we are getting rid of Establishment. Establishment Worship Plus is really great. Really good. If we didn't take a free Tantrum, we probably shouldn't take Bowling Bash. Bowling Bash is good, but I don't think we need it. Maybe we're getting rid of the Alpha. Alpha is really difficult to get rid of. Costs 6. We could get rid of Eruption, too. Maybe we just want, like, a Flex Spot Speed Pot. That's a good point. If we had taken the Tantrum, ditching the Eruption would feel a lot better. But it still feels like a waste of 75 gold, right? I'm just going to upgrade the Eruption at some point, so... If there was more draw here, I would take it. Evaluate kind of counts as draw. But really not. Study is draw, I guess. Study helps us draw the whole hand. Study is slow and terrible, though. Maybe we remove Vigilance? No, Vigilance is way good, right? Yeah, let's just remove the Alpha. I don't think we need that. Okay. Cutting the fat. We could Vault this turn, or we could, like, Vigilance Foresight. Or Vigilance Follow-Up, I guess. Yeah, probably Vigilance Follow-Up. The breakpoints are weird here. We're going to be weak, but Worship Brilliance does 17. 17 with weak is -5, so it does 12. So if we follow up on this guy, he's at 11. Okay. Alright, well we think we have lethal for here, so let's do it. Yeah, that's 12. As predicted. Hey, Guitar. How's it going? I guess we Vault. That's kind of stupid. I guess we Eruption Vault, huh? Well, wait, Vault is lethal, right? Because we have Worship Brilliance. Yeah, this is Vault. Vaulting on floor 3 versus allows. I'll just casually go into Divinity and hit allows for 49 damage. Doesn't seem like we need any of this. We're like really focused on keeping the deck small, so I think we're skipping all these. Yeah, it's a Pandora swap. Get ready for some shenanigans. Darn. I guess Vigilance... Brilliance follow-up Vigilance works. Does 19 damage. Takes 4. Doesn't establish either power. That's okay. Yeah, this one looks really good. We could Sanctity for Shuffle. We could Eruption Worship Sanctity. But that kind of that draws, right? It draws with no energy. Could Eruption Vault, that's true. It is most likely lethal. That is also true. I don't want to spend the Vault though. If it's not lethal, we're in kind of a bad spot. I guess we're really unlikely to be in a bad spot because he's not even attacking this turn. Okay. Boop. Battle him. Doesn't add any cards to the deck. Tranquility says exhaust, so that doesn't add any cards either. Battle Hymn gives us a little bit more oomph for when we go into Divinity. Also, these say retain on them, and we have Establishment, so we should probably pick this. This says retain as well, I suppose. Battle Hymn seems like really what we're looking for. Yeah, exactly. We don't really need... Yeah, Calm seems like a unnecessary commodity. Okay. Battle Hymn seems great. Fire first or fire second? I think fire second. We might need to heal. We're fighting 3 elites, so not really super inclined to trade health for power here, but we've got some really good upgrades. Establishment plus, Battle Hymn plus, Eruption plus, Worship plus, all top tier. Vault, Brilliance, Vigilance, Foresight all get good number upgrades. Honestly, like, even the ones I didn't mention, Sanctity and Follow-Up, still have pretty good upgrades. Getting 3 extra block and 3 extra damage. Or 4 extra damage is not too bad. Any card, yeah. I wonder why the Worship, the Spire info for that is just wrong. Because it's supposed to say that it retains when it gets upgraded. I don't know why it doesn't say that in the Spire info. But yeah, we want that retained because we want to combo with Establishment. I feel like we're way ahead of the curve, so let's go ahead and just leverage that being aheadness and take some damage. We got Establishment Battle Hymn plus, so now now we have a guaranteed double power turn 1. Okay. If we want it. Yeah, I like the turn 1 development, but it makes me feel a little bit sketched out in this fight. This is not a good fight to be setting up on turn 1. I'm going to be doing damage. I doubt it, but possibly. I mean, that puts me in Wrath mode going into turn 2. I guess it's very difficult to miss Vigilance, but it could happen. And then I would die on the spot, right? Because I take 40. I guess Sanctity saves me, but yikes. That's true. Vigilance and Vault also saves. So we'd have to miss both of these. That's a good point. I'm sure we're using the attack bot in this fight, so I guess let's find out what it is. That means we're not developing Battle Hymn Establishment, which is like so good in this fight, though. That's it. Bowling Bash is really good here. Well, I don't want to take 20, so I think we're like Bowling Bash. Let's see, this does 42 damage. Because it ends up being 7 times 6, yeah, 42. So we can Eruption and follow up on somebody else, and just Bowling Bash kills him. Which is kind of nuts. And then Smite kills him next turn. So we can probably like Smite and exit. I guess we can hold the Smite, do Brilliance exit. Wait, can we lethal both? No. Yeah, I don't see any reason to not Brilliance Vault. Or Vigilance, rather. Worship Brilliance seems good. And then we have lethal next turn. Great. So we took 2 damage in this fight. Seems pretty good. There's a Dead Branch here. Dead Branch. Smite's Exhaust. That'd give us a lot of exhaust stuff. I think we're skipping Dead Branch. Pray. That's true, Master Reality. Yeah, this could turn into a Dead Branch deck. I'm not against it. Vault Exhausts. Yeah, I guess skipping Dead Branch is probably like too much, right? But we're so close to being a Rushdown deck already. Like, what's the point of switching to being a Dead Branch? Because, like, Dead Branch decks can miss, right? Like, all it takes is Dead Branch to, like, say, screw you for a couple of turns, and you're dead. But if you're, like, if you're an infinite deck, then you can't miss. I say that, but you can definitely miss as an infinite deck, right? Like, Time Lord kills you a lot. We need to find a solution for Beat of the Heart, too. think we're probably picking Prey either way. Actually, are we? Isn't Worship just enough? If we get a decosted Worship, it costs 0. We go into Divinity every turn. Wait, is this a deck that plays Worship twice a turn? Do we have an infinite, like, Worship loop? Is that how this deck works? Wait, maybe we're infinite now. If we have a 0-cost Worship... Yeah, actually we are infinite now. Establishment makes Worship cost 0, and then we just Worship, Sanctity, Worship, Sanctity, Worship, Sanctity. Oh wait, we need a way to exit, I guess. But this is, Huh. We need a way to exit. Interesting. So how do we exit? Empty Mind, yeah. Empty Mind would make it happen. Empty Body means is not card draw positive, so then the Sanctity Worship loop doesn't work anymore because it's 3 cards. Actually, it does work because we can do Sanctity Worship, which costs 2 energy, because only the Sanctity costs, and gains us 3 energy, and then we can Empty Body Worship. Oops. Or Empty Body Sanctity. Wait, Sanctity can't draw itself. This doesn't work. Yeah, Sanctity can't draw itself. So we'd need another copy of Sanctity or something. Anyway, really close to infinite loops already, so I think we're skipping all of this. I don't think we need more help to get into Divinity. And I think Dead Branch disrupts the combo, so I think we're skipping that too. Prey does give insight, that's a good point. But Prey is not card draw positive, it's card draw neutral, right? Because it's you have to draw the insight and the Prey, so it costs 2 cards, and then gets you 2 cards. Or it's not card draw positive, I guess is what I wanted to say. Oh wait, maybe, I guess Sanctity Prey is the loop then? Yeah, because then Prey Insight gets you back the Sanctity. So then we have to do it 3 times, so then now it's not energy positive. Oh wait, Prey costs energy too, right? So that would cost 6 energy, which is too much. Yeah, well there is a way to make it 0 cost, but it would be a meditate. We don't currently have a way to make it 0 cost, maybe that's what you mean. Yeah, if we have meditates, then we're like obviously infinite. Meditate on Sanctity. So I think we're no on all these. Does Cut Through Fate ever make it work? No. We just need like another copy of Sanctity. Or like a Meditate, or a Empty Mind. Lots of stuff works. Finesse, I think, would do it. Feels pretty weird to skip a Dead Branch, but I think that's what's happening. Because we're so close to winning the game already. And we just don't need it. Messes stuff up. I think we have to. We're obligated to switch away from the beta art because we have. This says Dead Branch, so we have to. We can't see that. I'm imagining the like post game analysis for this one, but like, oof, skipping Dead Branch is just like so likely to be something I talk about when I die to Slavers, right? I just don't think we're dying to Slavers. It's not possible for us to lose to Act 1 boss, right? Like we have Worship. We'll have Worship Plus by the time we get there. Worship Plus and Brilliance. We're just gonna blow him up so fast. All right. We're skipping a Tantrum and a Dead Branch. by floor 6. Yikes. Alright, I think we rest here for the security of it. We probably can get through this elite and maybe a mega elite without the rest. I would like to get the upgrade on worship, obviously. Unsubscribe, unfollowed, reported. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, skipping Dead Branch is definitely like the anti-meme pick. So next one can't be... we're really good against both Lagavulin and Gremlin Knob because we have good like turn 1 setup stuff. Fun meter hit 0. You know what? I'm gonna smith. I think we can do it. If we smith on worship. And we get a free upgrade. Seems like probably Vault or Eruption. Eruption for the potential Rushdown Infinite. So then our way of exiting Wrath is to enter Divinity, and then we enter Wrath again. Right, I'm pretty sure Sanctity Worship, Eruption is an infinite with Rushdown. Actually, we don't even need the Eruption upgrade to do that. Oh, we do, actually, yeah, because it's Sanctity Worship costs 2, and then Eruption would cost 4, so we need the Eruption plus, or else it's not an infinite. Okay. Yeah, Vault is definitely a good upgrade. I don't doubt that. If we upgrade both Eruption and Vault, we can Eruption and Vault in the same turn, even if we're not in Calm. Those are just numbers. Yeah, let's do... It's either going to be Eruption or Vault. I think it's probably Eruption. We might play Eruption like twice in a fight. We never play Vault twice in a fight. Strike Domain. There's no strikes in the deck, right? These are smites. This doesn't say strike. Okay, we're just skipping every relic. Who needs relics, right? When you start with Pandora's Box. What is even the point? What do they even do? Okay, so let's battle him, establishment, and follow-up. We can Eruption on him, and then Smite Brilliance on him. Seems good. There's a Wallop. Mental Fortress doesn't count as a card in the deck, so we could play that. That makes us block positive for the Heart, is that right? I don't think it does. Okay, so assuming the combo is Sanctity Worship, Eruption, that is 5 cards, and we would change stances twice. So with an upgraded this, it would be 12 blocks. So yeah, it is block positive. It's a lot of powers in an Act 1 deck. Establishment, Foresight, Battle Hymn, and Mental Fortress in an Act 1 deck. Plus, our only way of changing stances is Vigilance, Eruption, and Worship. But I still think we're going to take it, because it makes the combo work a little better. Are we really taking a Mental Fortress for the Heart on floor 10? We have literally like 45 floors to find Mental Fortress. But yes, I think we are. Okay. Where's that Rushdown? Alright, we're just setting stuff up this turn. I don't need to go into Calm. I think we're just playing Mental Fortress here. I guess we could play Mental Fortress and Worship, and then maybe wake him up in Divinity mode next turn. Guitar, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is a really awkward run. I will admit that. Sanctity, these cards are actually pretty bad. We probably don't want to wake him up with those next turn. So I'm going to Sanctity to draw now, so we can, like, Mental Fortress worship Sanctity. And let's skip these cards. Sanctity could draw worship 66% of the time. And then we'd go like, if best case scenario it draws worship brilliance, and then we win on the spot probably would be my guess. These do 36. There's two of them. This one does 22 times, so 66. 66 plus 36 times 2. 36 times 2 is 72. So it's like 130. I'm so sorry to like the mental health of everyone who's watching. I understand this is like difficult. I think we just have guaranteed lethal next turn if we do like Foresight Vigilance right now. So I'm just gonna let him wake up naturally. We get an extra smite. Oh yeah, we don't need Vault. We win this turn. We get Vault anyway. Okay. I will go into Divinity and draw some extra cards for fun. And blow them up. Alright, take that, Laga. Welcome to Sir Hasp and Sir Hasp's Raiders. We have a very silly run cooking. We've already skipped a Dead Branch and a Tantrum in this deck, because we started out with the Pandora's Box, and we're extremely close to an Infinite already. So what we're planning here is like a Sanctity Worship Infinite, assisted by Establishment. So we're going to do Sanctity Worship, and then hopefully Rush Down the Eruption. So yeah, we skipped Dead Branch and Tantrum. We also skipped a Wall Up. Yeah, we've done some real bad stuff here. But we want to keep the deck small so that we can do the Infinite. Deck is currently like 6 cards after everything exhausts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exhausts. So it's only a 6-card deck. So pretty easy to get there. Holy cow. The Deus Ex Machina exhausts too, so does Wish. Yeah, we're pretty committed to this thing. I mean, we're also just like blowing people up. We killed Logvillain with 0 damage there. Wish is money, right? That's meta-scaling. I don't know what we need meta-scaling for. We basically just need to be able to afford Rushdown when we see it. I'm not even sure what Des Ex is for. I guess we have a Vault, so having extra energy is probably good. At one point we were talking about a Master Reality. Master Reality is super good with Deus Ex Machina. And by super good I mean almost playable. Much better than Master Reality is normally. Wish just seems like really expensive and clunky. I don't think we need that. Deus Ex Machina makes the thing go a little better. Really? Master Deus Ex carried a Pandora's Box. I wish that Master Realities both costed 0 and became innate. I think that Master Realities should just cost 0 naturally and become innate when you upgrade it. Because it's so bad. I mean, why would you buff Watcher, but, you know. That card feels real bad. Okay, I'll take a Deus Ex. Is it supposed to, are you supposed to say Des Ex? Yes, you did. But I said why would you buff Watcher, so it doesn't count. I'm not endorsing it. Yeah, I thought it was Deus Ex, but then like there's that game called Des Ex, right? Is that spelled differently? It probably is. Voluntary Fight. I think that's kind of dangerous, actually. This hardpool fight. We do take like a turn to set up. So I'm gonna dodge it. This seems unnecessary. I want to fight the Mega Elite. Yeah, I know what it means. I took Latin. I guess we can go down to 30, right? Well, if we go down to if we go below 32, then we can get 2-turned against Gremlin Knob. So 35 to 30 is actually a pretty big decision. Guitar, that's actually not really what it means. So it does literally translate to God from the machine, but what it means is like it's used to refer to like a plot device. So like if you're, you know how like in I Am Legend, like how Will Smith is able to like cure the vampire virus out of his own blood, right? Like that's a Deus Ex Machina. That's like, here's the solution to your problem. It was handed down by like the authors, right? Yeah, exactly. Exhaust Prime knows what's up. But yeah, so that's like the original thing, and then it's evolved into plot device. That's what it means. This is such a wacky run. Skipping Dead Branch, not reaching into Scrap Ooze at all. This is like chat's least favorite run of all time. It's like absolutely no memes allowed. Very serious business run. Alright. Potion Belt, cool. I think we're fighting a Mega Elite. I mean, it's a really good run, right? Don't get me wrong, but like skipping Dead Branch and skipping Tantrum like nearly caused a riot. All right, let's see it. It is Strength Gremlin Knob. Okay, all right, game on. So next turn we need to draw Vigilance or Vault, or we die. If we go into Eruption, I guess we don't like die on the spot, right? He only does 20 damage. This and this are always happening. I guess the alternative is we just play Worship right now. So we play Worship now. Next turn he hits us for 8. Turn after that he hits us for 24. We could go into Divinity on that turn. Yeah, it wouldn't be 16, it would be 20 because he's got the extra strength from being a jerk. I think we do play Worship now because it powers up the Brilliance if we draw Brilliance next turn. Maybe we play both. Maybe we use both Miracles, or use a Miracle now. Because then if we draw Brilliance next turn, it does 34 damage. Maybe more if we forge it. Both is good, but then if we get the bottom 3 are Vigilance, Sanctity, Vault, we're like really sad. But that's really unlikely. Okay. So we want to end with a skill because we have Sanctity. Oh, I didn't realize Pandora's Box gave us a Sanctity and a follow-up, so we want to end with both a skill and an attack. I think it's more important that we end with a skill for Sanctity here than follow-up. Alright, we hit Vault. So I guess we like Brilliance, Miracle, Vault. We just spit in Gremlin Knob's eye. Get 2 smites next turn. That's lethal, right? Brilliance follow-up. So that's 34 plus 14 is 48. Yeah, it's definitely lethal. Okay. What up, Gremlin Knob? Oh, we get to go into Divinity, too. Wee! Alright. Well, this deck is really good. Yeah, Vault is good. Who would have guessed? Do we add pressure points to this deck? Absolutely. We're going for max memes, right? That's we've rolled around from negative a million memes to positive a million memes. And it's time to add pressure points. Yeah, Ceramic Fish. Ceramic Fish might trigger only once in the run. I think the only card we're adding to the deck is Rush Down at this point. I don't know if I'd literally add any other card. That's probably not true. I'd take like another Vault or something. This run is meme neutral. Scrawl. Inner Piece. Is Inner Piece good enough? I don't think I'd take an inner piece. I don't see how it works. Because it doesn't card draw unless we're already in Calm. That's true. People are saying inner piece for infinite, but what infinite? Like, we need rushdown for that infinite, but we don't. Rushdown is already an infinite. Why would we add an extra card to make the infinite even harder? I mean, currently we have a -1 cost enter, right? Sanctity Worship costs -1. So why would we need a 1 cost enter? Alright, we're skipping these. And I think taking another upgrade. Hey, B-Mod, thanks for that. Good morning to you as well. We need Mental Fortress to be upgraded to do the Infinite against the Heart. As I previously mentioned, that is 41 floors from now, so maybe we don't need that yet. Vault seems like the next clear upgrade. Thanks for the follow. Amy Joe, yes I am. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the vegetable patch. Vegetablebread. And also thank you for the follow on Exos Prime. That makes me your name reminds me of a Hearthstone mechanic because they made a bunch of primes in the last expansion. Or wait, was that the last expansion? It was not at this point. It was 2 expansions ago. My mind is failing. Yeah, I think cheaper vaults probably it. The rest of them are just like numbers, right? Plus 4 block, plus 1 scry, plus 3 block, plus 4 damage, plus 4 damage, plus 2 block, plus 1 more miracle. I guess 1 more miracle is not a number technically, but vault is I think the most important. Okay. All right. We're definitely doing these 2. I don't hate Miracle Sanctity. Try and draw Worship right now. Get it decosted. If we draw like Foresight or Mental Fortress, that's fine too. If we draw specifically Eruption, that's a little sad. We did draw Eruption. Do we go into Eruption now? If we do, we just play Mental Fortress Eruption. And then next turn we draw... we either draw Vault or we draw both of Brilliance, Follow-Up, and Worship, or all of those. If we play Worship Brilliance in Wrath mode, it does 34 damage. It's not enough to split him. With the Blessing of the Forge, it is, I think, because it would do 16 plus the 5, so it does 21, 42 damage. Yeah, that's enough to split. Okay, that seems fine. We did skip the Worship, which is not something I considered. But we can just play Brilliance, Follow-Up, Vault. Actually, is Brilliance Follow-Up just enough? 48 or 38. It's not. It is with Smite though. Good Smite now. Let's us develop Foresight too. Save the Vault. I like saving Vault. Okay. Vigilance Sanctity blocks out, draws these 2. We do have to skip those, but that's okay. I guess we can Sanctity Vigilance and draw these next turn. But next turn he's doing his big attack, so I probably won't want to play those next turn. But I guess I want to redraw Vault next turn. So I want to get rid of these cards. These aren't Vault. I'll keep Vigilance just in case that's our only way to block. Actually, there is no just in case. We're guaranteed to get everything. So we're going to play Vault. Or wait, oh no, yeah, we can't play Worship. That's not, it's in hand. So we're going to play Vault. What else do we want to do? Well, wait, Vault means he's still attacking eventually, right? So I guess eventually we're going to have to block him with, like, Vigilant Sanctity. So actually, is Eruption block positive? Because it makes us exit Calm, and then we can re-enter Calm. It is actually block positive. So I'll keep like this. Because we're in Calm now, right? Yeah. Okay, so we Eruption for 0 block, and then Vigilant Sanctity blocks out. You're not going to get kicked out, Sir Hasp. You're welcome here. This is a big hand. We could Blessing the Forge now. Seems unnecessary. Oh, it does the damage before Mental Fortress triggers? Is that always the way that works? Oh, kicked out of your apartment shortly. Oh, no. Oh, for 4 hours. Okay, alright. Whew. Man, that was a roller coaster. I guess we Worship now because we have extra energy. We could even Worship and try to redraw Worship. Alright, I'm down. Haha, we did. So we get to decost it and play it. Funny thing about you being in standing up form is it doesn't last very long. Alright, so we Worship and blow him up now, right? I'm gonna Worship and Sanctity. Sanctity redraws Worship now. And then hit him for a bunch of damage. Oh, I guess I can play Worship again to make Brilliance do even more. Is this lethal? Okay, alright, Divinity. There's the Master Reality we've been dreaming of. Do you have small pets? Yes. Oh, you're talking about Sir Hasp. I don't know. I was like, Whitea, you're clearly familiar with my small pets. You've redeemed many coconut rewards. A demonstration of small pets has been requested. Hold on one moment. Hello there, Coconut. Dude, we've disrupted the alpha of slumbers. Coconut was like sitting in a sunspot on a heating pad in this little orange blankie that she loves. It was adorable. It was all ruined. German cockroaches are like crickets without legs. Sounds gross. I think we're skipping all these, unless we want a second Deus Ex Machina. Yeah, she's definitely headed right back there. She's like, what is this shit? I would much rather be. It's kind of cold in the house today. We haven't like turned on the heating yet for the season. It's currently 66 degrees in this room. I don't think we really care about Smite pluses. I mean, it matters, but I don't think enough to make me want to do it. All right. Okay. Sozu's kind of meh with the potion belt that's not full. Calling Bell I don't think we're going to take. Adding a curse to the deck is a pretty big deal because it's such a small deck. I honestly don't think we need any more relics. I think we can kill the heart with no more relics. So I think we just take curse key. We've already got our blue key too, so we just like never open a chest for the rest of the run. Oh, I have no idea what that means in Celsius. Sorry, guitar. Room temperature for Fahrenheit is 72. That's like the sort of scientific regular temperature. So translate that to whatever room temperature is in Celsius, and it's a couple degrees colder. So I think we just take a curse key. Doesn't seem like we need anything. So let's grab that. Extra energy is minorly helpful. Could have skipped there. I guess I should have considered skip. 38? See, that sounds really hot. Oh my gosh, is everyone using Celsius in chat except for me? Wow. Such a stupid American. As a shop here, we could go to a shop. Shops have Rushdown. Rushdown makes us win the run. We were also looking for things like Mummified Hand. Just so, because we have so many powers, just being able to play like Vault for 0 is pretty good. Man, today I learned chat loves talking about temperature. Yeah, I am always a little bit ashamed that my like default way of thinking about the world is like feet, inches, and Fahrenheit. Like I understand meters, I don't understand Celsius. Yeah, FPL Panic, I agree. There's no reason to turn on the heating at this point, which is why I don't have it on. We were cooling the house until recently. We have kind of late summers here in California. But it is over now. Well, there's a 4 elite path here, so that's kind of got me thinking. But I also just said, like, I don't need any more relics, so, like, what's the point of doing a 4 elite path? Like, this deck, literally, if we added Rushdown, I think could kill the heart, like, right now. So we just need, like, Rushdown and, like, the red key, and we're gold. Right? Is that true? Maybe not. Because, like, we do have to, like, draw worship on turn 1. That's true, we need an upgrade on Mental Fortress, that's true. If you're doing science and you're like measuring temperature of stuff, actually usually Kelvin isn't precise enough. You use like Kelvin relative to some known source of known heat thing, right? Because it's like 0 Kelvin is a very tricky beast. Because there's like the what you're really more concerned with is like what energy levels are permitted for the the waves in your system, right? So are they in ground state, or like what's the yeah. Well, like temperature is a probabilistic phenomenon, right? Like temperature is like an aggregation of energies across a lot of different objects. So like if you are measuring things in like low Kelvin, it's like mostly nonsense. And like the couple of atoms that your like laser is hitting, like those things are at like some exactly precise temperature, but like the temperature of everything else is kind of nonsense. Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. Kelvin is Celsius, but minus I think 273 Kelvin or something. Hey, good morning, Sherwins. Yeah, exactly. Temperature is not super meaningful for a lot of scientific applications. I mean, it's super meaningful for like astrology purposes, right? Like measuring the heats of stars and stuff. But okay, all right. So I think the shop is more important than the fourth elite. So I guess there's two shops here. So I think we're going on this path just to get the second shop. So we're going to go to this shop and that shop because we're trying to find Rushdown, and shops have Rushdown. Okay, we figured it out. Sorry, I always get astrology and astronomy confused, which makes me sound like a goddamn idiot. You know, does the deck deal well with Time Eater yet? Actually, yes. So the Battle Hymn Establishment thing is super good with against Time Eater because you just wait until until you like go into Divinity and then you just blow them up. So let's just get all the powers down. Do we play Worship or do we want to decost it? I think we want to decost it. Okay. He's hitting for 11 this turn, so we need to block. We've got the block right here. Follow-up's not doing anything useful. I mean, technically, everything has a freezing point at 0 Kelvin, right? Like, depending on the pressure, right? You can force the triple point of things to be wherever. Maybe that's not true. 0 Kelvin is a, a pretty singular point on the spectrum, so maybe that made an outrageous claim. I'm not sure. I think I want to play, like, Vigilance, Worship, Sanctity. Oh, I guess that can't ever redraw Worship, can it? Because these are preventing. Whew. Liquid hydrogen is some cold stuff. YTI, were you on like a rocket tour, rocket factory tour or something? What are the purposes of liquid hydrogen other than rocket fuel? If you ever managed to get something to absolute 0, all the electrons would collapse into the nucleus, but you can't because the collapse itself causes a release of energy. Right, exactly. Yeah, Exos, yeah, like you're talking about things being in their ground energy state, and it's like, but why? Like, what is yeah, so like, you can't have an atom at 0 Kelvin because it's like a Bose-Einstein concentrate, right? You can have Bose-Einstein concentrate, there aren't, you know, they get, like, the constituent parts of the atom just get smeared into a cloud, right? Because the waveforms get super broad as the temperature gets low. So Vigilance Sanctity blocks. Okay. And then I guess Worship, so that we can do stuff next turn. And we could, like, miracle out a couple of things. I don't want to redraw any of this stuff, so I think we miracle out, like, a Mental Fortress. And then we could miracle out a Brilliance, too. I think just Mental Fortress is fine. I read a paper recently that a lab demonstrated that a Bose-Einstein condensate is a superconductor, which was suspected to be true but never actually tested. Neat. This enemy is an atom with 3 electrons. Changed my mind. Yeah, I can't do that. Maybe he's just a really big atom. What is 3 electrons? Is that like potassium or something? It's one of those, like, it'd be on the left side, right? What's the second atom on the left side? It's lithium, right? Yeah, big lithium. I think we're probably vaulting this turn. This turn looks kind of scary, so we don't need Sanctity. Okay, Worship puts us into Divinity. Brilliance double smite probably kills him. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to do damage. Yeah, okay. We don't need any of this stuff, that's for sure. Pressure points plus for the maximum memes. No. Where's my rush down? Dazes mess us up pretty bad. I think I might just, like, vault this turn. Like, Battle Hymn Establishment, follow up vault. Just get going right now. You should try it, Pixel Noise. It's very difficult. I think Pixel Noise, Pressure Points is at its best when you have, like, a bunch of scry. If you have, like, a weave deck, like a small weave deck, putting a Pressure Points in there works pretty well. Because Pressure Points, like, does something that weave decks have a difficult time doing. Like, weave decks are super card inefficient. So in a fight like the Heart or Time Lord or Chosen, then, like, you have a hard time not playing a bunch of cards. But Pressure Points is really, really card efficient. So you can do, like, 50 damage per card on average. Okay, so we're doing these for sure. It's just, do we vault or not? Seems kind of silly to vault, because she's not, like, attacking us this turn. But it buys us a turn, so... yeah, let's do it. I might regret this later. We can just, like... We could, like, Sanctity Foresight Worship. Because once we play Worship the second time, I think we probably win on that turn, right? And hopefully we can make that next turn. You stop playing Watcher when I beat the Heart 3 times in a row. Yeah, Watcher's pretty good. You can do silly things like skipping Dead Branch, still win. I'm going to play Worship in one of these powers. I guess maybe both powers. Yeah, let's play both powers. Just so I don't have to redraw the powers. So we're only going to skip one card here. I've only got 6 cards left to draw. If we skip Brilliance, we're guaranteed to draw everything else, but I kind of want to get Brilliance, so I'm going to take it. Alright, do we have Lethal? Worship puts us in Divinity, makes this do 22, so it's up to the standard 66, plus, yeah, we have Lethal. Okay, cool. Alright. Second Mental Fortress is not something we need. I have myopia, don't we all? Yeah, we're skipping this. Okay, rush down. Give it to me. Imagine keep. Uh-oh. Please no. Okay, thank you. I'm unwilling to take a tantrum. I'm unwilling to take eruption. I'm unwilling to take judgment. Wait, this can't be judgment, right? Because there's only one rare, and we've already seen the other judgment, so this is a free. We can just look for free. Prostrate, almost. Myopia is just short-sightedness. But there's also like a, like not literal short-sightedness. There's like a, you can refer to somebody as making like a myopic decision, where it's like, it's not like physical short-sightedness, it's like long-term planning disorder. No, I don't think I want to prostrate. Okay. The snake. That's pretty scary. I don't like him. We get 4 powers on turn 1, I guess. I guess he can decost the worship and the vault. This might be a tricky fight. He's hitting for 18, so we need some block. I definitely still want to draw the worship, though. Just not going to play Eruption. Okay, worship costs 1, apparently. Vault costs 0. These block for 14. We could play, like, Vigilance, Sanctity, Miracle, Brilliance, Follow-Up, and we'd take 4. It's the first time we've taken damage in, like, a million years. Oh, wait, we wouldn't take damage. We've got Mental Fortress. Whew. It's a close one. Okay. Actually, I'm going to double Miracle. So I'm going to play double Miracle, Worship, Brilliance, Follow-Up. Oh shoot, this doesn't work. Oh well. I don't think we need to vault this turn because he's only hitting for 10, but maybe? Maybe we do? I guess we're blocking for at least 4. I'll keep the vault for safety. Okay. So we could worship and go into divinity. I don't think we have lethal because it's just 72. Yeah, Snecko. I don't know, man. Snecko is like a major character in the game too. It's such an odd character. Alright, let's have Sanctity draw some cards. See what they are. We do have lethal now. Okay. Foreign influence, so that we can get our Searing Blow +2. No thanks. Nope. I think we're done. Okay. All right, go into the store, finding a Rushdown. Come on, Rushdown. Where's the Rushdown? Darn it. Talk to the Hand is an alternate way to make this thing block positive. It doesn't really work though. I think we're skipping Talk to the Hand. We could Bottled Lightning the Worship Plus so that we're always guaranteed to get a decost on turn 1. Or we probably want to Bottled Lightning the Vault so that we can get out of turn 1 situations. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we want to Omni out. We could get like a surprise lethal out of like Omni Worship, but the deck is so small we can just draw the Worship. Be done. I think it's time to remove Follow-Up. Follow-Up kind of ruins some draws. Are we bottling anything? Is it useful? Does the 5-card deck achievement require you to, like, does it work if you have a 6-card deck and one of them's a power? Is it just, like, end the fight with 5 cards? Alright, let's remove the follow-up. I guess that means we can't bottle. Okay, so we're not bottling. Great. I think we're just saving the rest of the money for if we find Rushdown. Yeah, I talked to the Hand a little bit. I don't think it's worth it. Because like the loop is Sanctity Worship, Sanctity Worship. I think we can switch this back to the beta art now. We've skipped Dead Branch, but, you know, that was in the past now. We've forgotten about that. If we Sanctity Worship, Eruption for the loop, then... Wait, why was I worried about... Why did we pick the Mental Fortress? Sanctity blocks for 6. Mental Fortress was not required to make this block positive. It already blocks for 12. Whoops. So we just need that rush down. No, yeah, we don't need Mental Fortress for block positiveness. Sanctity already makes us block positive because it's a 5-card loop, right? Sanctity Worship, Eruption, and Sanctity blocks for 12 when you play it twice, so it's already a +2 armor per loop. Whoops. It's okay. The Mental Fortress is not like getting in the way that much. It also saved us 4 health last floor, so hey, there you go. Already paying off. I think we're skipping the rest just to make sure that we have enough money at the next shop. We are going to get like 40 money between now and then, and I think Rushdown can only cost like 100, so we've got basically 150 we could burn. But I think if we buy Vajra, we could theoretically miss it. Do you want some ice cream or coffee? No, I think I'm okay. I'm not really a big coffee drinker. I do occasionally go to Starbucks and get a salted caramel mocha, but that's not really coffee. It's just like a... It's like a, I don't know, milkshake with some... a less viscous milkshake. I guess we could buy a dupe pot. Dupe pot Worship puts us in Divinity right away. Dupe pot Vault is stupid. But it fills up our potions. I guess I don't feel bad about wasting either of these two. Alright, let's buy Dupe pot. Okay. Is this the recall? I'm not sure what we want out of our upgrade here. Brilliance, Sanctity, and Vigilance just get bigger numbers. Foresight gets an extra Scribe, but we have like a 6-card deck. Like, the Foresight doesn't even really do anything. Mental Fortress is unnecessary. I guess this is just a recall? We only heal for 9. Yeah, I'm mostly on YTI's team. I don't think coffee tastes very good. Not a big fan. Do we just dodge these elites? We can get extra fire and still get to the shop. I think I'm gonna recall here. Maybe we'll get something later that's good. Rushdown's got a good upgrade. It's hard to imagine us running out of campsites. Maybe upgrading Deus Ex Machina is what we need to do. Gives us an extra energy to get set up. It's basically the same as upgrading Rushdown, right? We're also holding a Blessing of the Forge that we're pretty excited to remove. Upgrading the Miracles is pretty dope. Alright. It just seems wrong to recall so early. It's unnecessary. Snake Plant. Okay. Maybe Snake Plant punches us for a bunch. Looks like. I think we're going to need a skill pot for this turn. Vault. Okay. Sure. We could take another Worship and go into Divinity immediately. Let's go to Vault here. Do we like... Huh. Do we Vault right now? Or, sorry, do we Eruption Brilliance now? We're probably going to draw another Vault next turn. If we don't, we're either drawing Vigilance, Vault, or Sanctity. We can't miss them all. So yeah, it's safe to go to Eruption here. Alright, see you later, Sir Hasp. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate the raid. Okay. So, I guess it's like Mental Fortress, Vigilance. We're probably just going to vault again. So if we're going to vault again, then it's like Foresight, Mental Fortress, Miracle, Worship, Vault. And then hopefully redraw Worship next turn. Seems fine. Thanks for the gifted sub, Pixel Noise. I hope Sir Hasp is still here to see his lovely new emotes. Sir Hasp, if you're around. There's some Veggie love in the chat for you. Pixel Noise is great. Thanks for loafing around, Pixel Noise. Yeah, I'll keep a Sanctity. It helps us draw cards. Worship goes into Divinity. Do we have Lethal? Yes, certainly. Okay, great. Kapow. Alright. We don't need any of these. Okay. Great. We perfected that Snake Plant, but we did lose a potion in the process. We got very little value out of Campfires, so I think we're going to go fight an Elite. I feel like that Snake Plant exposed some weakness on turn 1. Because we have the Establishment Establishment and Battle Hymn, our like turn 1 hand size is pretty small. We only draw like 3 real cards, and if those real cards don't include like Vault or like Vigilance and Sanctity, we're like not able to block on turn 1. So I don't think I want to fight extra elites. I think extra elites are like just dangerous and unnecessary. Most Act 2 elites actually aren't that dangerous on turn 1, right? Because it's like Slavers is, but like Gremlin Leader often is not attacking on turn 1. Book of Stabbing hits for like either 14 or 24 on turn 1. Not a huge deal. Yeah, we probably should have bottled that Vault, now that I'm thinking about it. Because we did see that bottle. We could have bought it. Is Flurry not just extra free damage while we cycle through the combo, or does it mess up our draws? We could combo with it, that's true. The problem with Flurry is you have to draw it. That's the only reason to not pick it. Yeah, it's crazy, because like as soon as we got the swap, I was like, alright, we're in great shape, right? It's like, we got into Establishment, Worship, we got like the whole plan from the Pandora's box. We've only added like 3 cards. Like we've literally added 3 cards and removed 2. Yeah, I think we're skipping elites. I'm struggling to think of a relic that's good. Like Fossilized Helix or Incense Burner would obviously be good, but those are like insane relics. Any of the like Boat Guy relics, Anchor, Horn Cleat, Captain's Wheel are good. Mummified Hand is good. But like, what else does this deck even use? It's like we're gonna get like a Shuriken and be like, okay, fine. We'll get 1 strength at the end of each fight. I guess a reason to go fight elites is they could have more vaults, and more vaults is good. They could also have Rushdown. We can't get a Rushdown at a campsite, that's for sure. Alright, yeah, let's go fight elites. We've got 59 health, we might as well use it on something, right? Alright, he is attacking turn 1, and we don't have any block. We could double worship and do 66 damage on turn 1 with Brilliance with the Deep Pot. Which is fun. I think we're probably just going to worship Brilliance on this guy and take 23. Yeah, class was definitely good. I think we're going to struggle to find a fight where Liquid Bronze is going to be better. So let's just use that now. Yeah, I mentioned Anchor. Anchor's one of the boat guy ones. So we can Eruption Smite to kill Mad Gremlin. We could do Vault too, just to spend energy. I think we want to get Mental Fortress out of the deck. So I think I'm going to like Eruption Smite, Mental Fortress, and Vigilance. So we got a little bit extra energy. Alright, so we can go into Divinity now. It seems like we don't really need to go into Divinity quite yet. I don't really want to draw cards with Sanctity. So I think we're just going to hold Vigilance for a turn just to get an extra Smite, basically. 135 is really close to our double Smite Brilliance damage. So let's use Sanctity to draw these last two cards, and then play Brilliance? Because we want to redraw Brilliance next turn. Is there a lore story behind the Boat Guy relics? I don't think so. But we can make it up, right? Like, nobody gets to be the authoritative holder of canon. Pretty sure this is lethal. Alright, we took some damage there. That turn 1 bit us again. Pen Nib? Jesus Christ. Get a second establishment. Fasting I think is unnecessary. We don't get any value out of either stat. So I think we're skipping. We're not opening this, right? Even though it's a big chest. Because Cursed Key and a very small deck. Alright, it is Slavers. Oof. Yikes, we did draw Sanctity, so that's nice. Pretty clearly just everything but Eruption here. I guess we could have dupe potted the Sanctity. Actually, I think I am going to dupe pot the Sanctity. If I'm correct, dupe pot Sanctity does draw 2 cards, right? The second one has played a skill right before it, right? Yeah, okay. Well, didn't really help much, but got a couple cards out of the deck, I guess. I was hoping for like a Vault, but there's the Vault. Gonna need it. So we can just like worship Vault this turn. If we're gonna worship, we should probably play Brilliance. And then we need to start killing people. There's 2 wounds here. That's pretty bad. So we'll keep Sanctity to draw cards. I don't think we're dying, but it's possible that we do. Sanctity, save me. Alright, so we can Eruption, blow up a Slaver Vigilance. That blocks for 8. I think we can probably blow up 2 Slavers, right? So Brilliance kills him perfectly. And then like Eruption Double Smite seems like it's enough. Yeah, it's 48 from these, so we can kill blue and red slavers. Okay. No wounds, please. And Worship Brilliance kills him. Alright, we got through it. Second Brilliance, Sway the Hand, and Just Lucky. I don't think we need any of these. Oh, sorry, Captain Grim. Calm, then Eruption. Huh. Would that have saved health, Captain Grim? I don't follow the line now. Yeah, that was scary. I don't think we want any of these. Wave the Hand's too slow. Whetstone gets 1 upgrade. Alright, I think we're pretty clearly resting here. Since we are constantly close to death. Okay. Do you have Rushdown? No. Abacus seems good. Secret Technique is addable as well. Yeah, Abacus blocks infinitely, right? Can we get an infinite without Rushdown? I think Empty Mind is also infinite. Anything that draws cards is close to infinite. Is Cut Through Fate? No, it needs to be a stance exit. What about Fear No Evil? No. If we had another card that drew 2... Wait, no, Fear No Evil is actually infinite, isn't it? Because it's like Sanctity Worship, and then... So we're in Divinity, and then Fear No Evil exits, assuming they're attacking. And then Sanctity redraws it. And then we do it again. Okay, so the whole loop of Sanctity Worship, Sanctity... Or I guess it's Worship Sanctity. So Worship Sanctity, Fear No Evil Sanctity. The whole thing costs 4. And then we get 5 energy per loop. So yeah, it's block and energy positive and card draw neutral, assuming that they're attacking. It's not as good as a Inner Calm, but it does work. And we're not being offered Inner Calm, and we're really close to infinite. So it's possible that we like end up removing the Fear No Evil from the deck, because I think there's other ways we'd prefer to do this. Yeah, it does only work if we're being attacked, but we're being attacked enough, right? It is kind of a bummer that we can only infinite on attack turns against the heart, but we only really need to infinite on attack turns, right? Because it generates infinite block, so it doesn't really matter. We just don't play any cards on the non-attack turns, and we're fine. Okay. And then we have enough left for card remove. If there's a card we want to remove. We could remove the Eruption now. Actually, wait, we could already do an infinite with Vigilance. Vigilance, it also works. I should not have bought the Fear No Evil. Because Worship Sanctity, Vigilance Sanctity is also infinite. Because it costs net 5, as long as we have a 0-cost worship. Shit. Crap. Do I just... Here, I'm going to restart the shop. That's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, Sanctity won't copy itself, right? Like that's the thing that's preventing us from being infinite. Why is the worship 0 cost? Because of establishment. Okay, so we don't need Fear No Evil, that's not helpful. It's not needed. We could do an Empty Mind or a Second Sanctity would make it combo. Or anything else that draws 2 cards, basically. Or actually just drawing 1 card is enough. Because we're just missing the redraw Sanctity part of the loop. So like a Finesse would be infinite. There's a Finesse here. Right. So is Cut Through Fate infinite then? I think that's too expensive. Thanks, Awful One. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. So we Worship Sanctity... Or sorry, Worship Sanctity, yeah, and then we need to play another card. So it has to cost 0, because otherwise this part costs 4. We deploy Worship Sanctity blank, Worship Sanctity blank. So we're playing the blank card twice, so it needs to cost 0.5 somehow. Yeah, which presumably just means 0. But Empty Mind still does work, right, with Vigilance? No, because Vigilance Empty Mind is energy negative. I think we just take the Abacus here. Or maybe a card remove? Gosh, what are we doing here? Does Pillow help, or is it too chicken? I don't think Pillow helps too much. It could help. We're at 34 now, so Pillow would help maybe if we're resting in the future. I don't think we're resting the rest of the act, though. We don't need Mental Fortress, no. It was a mistake to pick it. I thought at the time that we were block negative, but I forgot the Sanctity blocks. What would I remove? I think it's probably Eruption or Vigilance. I think we need to pick one of these that's necessary and the other one's unnecessary. Eruption with Rushdown, obviously, is infinite. Wait, that's not obvious, because it's like... How does this work? So it would be like Worship, Sanctity, Eruption... No, that's not lethal, because that costs too much. I guess it's Worship, Eruption at that point. And there's no Sanctity, because the Eruption can draw itself with Rushdown. Because it's the Rushdown effect that causes the card draw, not the Eruption itself. So it's tough, right? If we're getting Finesse, then Vigilance is the combo, and if we're getting Rushdown, then Eruption is the combo. And we don't know which ones we're getting. So we can't really remove either one, because I don't want to close off routes. We need the Establishment. We don't need the Foresight. We could remove that, but it already exhausts, so it's not really... We don't need to get rid of it. We can't remove Vault, because it's how we survive. Sanctity is part of the combo. We could remove Brilliance, technically, and just kill them with Eruption, but or with Smites. But Brilliance is a big part of the damage right now, and removing it seems bad. Worship is part of the combo, can't lose that. Battle Hymn could technically go, and all the damage could come from Eruption or Brilliance, but it's a lot of the damage right now. Mental Fortress could go, but it's already exhausts, and Deus Ex Machina is pretty helpful. So I think we're not removing a card. I think there's no point. It's probably Foresight is probably the weakest card, which is weird. Although Foresight helps us quite a bit with statuses. Actually, we don't have a way to deal with statuses, huh? So Act 4 is kind of a problem, still. Although our deck is so small that we just draw them, right? We still need more card draw, but if we got like a Rushdown, statuses aren't a problem, I think. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards removed. So we're down to a 5-card deck. So yeah, we can just draw all the statuses. It's true. Art of War would give us an energy. I was thinking about that, but it's like we already have 4 energy deck and 5 energy on turn 1. So I'm not really sure if Art of War is necessary. Abacus is pretty good, but like Protect is also pretty reasonable. We're having a lot of trouble blocking on turn 1. Protect is a pretty feels bad pick, since it increases the deck size without making us combo better. But we could pick it. It does cost 0, right? Over time. Yeah, I mean, what really solves the problem is like bag of preparedness, right? Like that would be really good, or another vault, right? Or that stupid bottled lightning that we didn't pick that should have gone on the vault. Or just more card draw. Drawing cards on turn 1 is totally an option. Alright, so we're not card removing. Secret Technique then? Secret Technique gives us an extra way to get Vault, and it exhausts, so it doesn't cost us anything. It's bad if this is a secret shop that has Rushdown. That would make me really sad. I don't think Cut Through Fate works. I think it's too expensive. Yeah, I think it's just Secret Technique. Okay. Triple Cultists. Well, they give you a turn to set up, so we should be okay. Let's go ahead and Secret Technique for that Worship, so we can decost it on turn 1. Okay. Worship Sanctity draws a couple of cards. I think Vigilance is in there. Vigilance blocks out. Sure. And I don't want to redraw the Foresight, so let's go ahead and Miracle that out. Do we need to vault this turn? Or are we just like infiniting this turn? Wait, we can't infinite. The deck doesn't infinite yet. Alright, let's keep the vault just in case. We're probably like killing one of them and then vaulting or something. This goes into Divinity. And then we start killing. Miracle Sanctity can redraw Brilliance, which would win on the spot. And it did, great. 156 damage. Wasted Pen Nib. Was this a natural Pandora, or are you playing with red? This is the natural one. I like playing with no mods, so that like I can get into the weird situations that people would get into if they are playing naturally. Pressure points. Our 4th pressure points have been offered. I should keep like an on-screen count of how many pressure points we've seen. That's right, the only person who's real here is Awful. There's no way for Awful to tell specifically that he's the only one who's real. Oh wait, no, shoot, I called him out by name, so now this can't be pre-recorded. Drat. Well, maybe we were just playing 4D chess and we knew Awful. We knew what you were going to say. I want that Rushdown so bad. I'll just take a voluntary fight. There's no way this question mark gives us... I guess there is. We get, like, Thwack here is really good. We don't want Bites or Apparitions. We don't want Ancient Writing either. So yeah, let's take a voluntary fight. Okay. And die to a voluntary fight. No, we have a Secret Technique for Vault here is probably what's happening. Alright, so let's start with Secret Technique for Vault and then Sanctity. Let's see what we get. I was hoping for either like Deus Ex Machina or Worship or something. We could use the Swift Bot here to try and draw those two. What's that exhaust, don't exhaust mean? Yeah, so, what card were people talking about? Oh, Secret Technique. Yeah, here, so the upgrade for Secret Technique doesn't say exhaust. That's what that means. We could just use, like, an energy pot to play the whole hand. Energy pot's pretty low value, I think. Let's just do that. I wanted to not redraw these cards, so they're all powers and stuff. Don't want Eruption. What are we drawing? They are hitting for 27, and there's no block here except for Vigilance. So I think we just dump everything. Because we're trying to draw back to, well, wait, there's only 6 cards in the pile, so we're drawing some of these no matter what we do. So it literally doesn't matter. As long as we get rid of at least one of them, we're drawing the whole deck, because in our discard pile is what is it called? Sanctity. So whatever. Okay. Sanctity can't draw itself, so we should play another card first. I guess that card's probably Worship. So we like Worship Sanctity, redraw the Worship, play Worship again. And then blow somebody up. Probably Shelled Parasite. Okay. Almost did it wrong. 78's not quite enough. But we have lethal with Brilliant Smite Eruption. Okay. There's another Wallop. We are having trouble blocking, and we do go into Divinity every turn. If we... at the end game. I don't think Wallop is helpful enough on turn 1. This is a Wallop plus. Good point. We also have a Pen Nib. We could block for like 1,000,000 with Wallop. Actually, no. I guess we can only get, what, 36, 72. 72 blocks still a lot. No, I think we're skipping. Where is my Rushdown? Pretty thin on the ground here. We don't want the Secret Technique upgraded. That makes it worse. Is this a recall? Do we rest? Does rest ever make a difference? This guy's so slow that we're just going to kill him before he attacks, I think. So this gets worse. That's not happening. This, like, never matters. I guess we get to take one of the block upgrades. No, it just the block. If it improved the card draw, it'd be really good. I would have already done it, but it just blocks for 9. I think I will upgrade Sanctity. It gets played a lot. Might as well give it the upgrade. Okay. All right. I'm sorry for spitting in your eyes. I don't even know what you mean this time. I think we want to decost that Worship ASAP, so let's get that going. Restart the fight, sorry. I want to play Sanctity to draw cards. Secret Technique for Worship is still happening, but then Sanctity. Hoping to draw Deus Ex Machina, but that's okay. I guess we could just Worship right now. I guess Vigilance is pretty reasonable too. Yeah, let's just save the energy for later. Okay. Are we just taking 16 right now? There's no block in hand. I guess we have a Swiftbot to draw 3/4 of our remaining cards. That's probably happening. Alright, let's make some room in hand. Then Swiftbot. Sanctity draws the last card. We probably want to play, like, Worship. These are both stealing, so we gotta be a little bit careful to not leave, like, Worship in the draw pile or anything. They will steal from the discard. So we probably just want them to both whiff. I I guess it's hard to end this turn without playing Brilliance, though. Alright, I am going to worship Sanctity Worship. And then we can start blowing up... I guess we're just going straight for the Automaton. Well, wait, no. They would steal Sanctity and Worship right now. We have to kill the dudes. Okay, so we kill one with Brilliance, we kill the other one with Smite Eruption, and then we Vigilance to end the turn. And block for plenty. Okay. Let's see. We're drawing 5 of these 6. I guess we want... I don't know what we want. We're going into Divinity again this turn, so I guess we want these two and nothing else. Alright, so we can worship Sanctity. And then worship again. And hit him really good. Alright. Seems strong. These are all part of the thing we want to do. We could miss Sanctity if we're not careful, so let's make sure we draw the whole deck. Do we have lethal? Worship Sanctity Worship makes this hit for... oh, Pendant is active, so it would go up by 20. So it'd go up to 92 and then get tripled for like almost 300 damage. Yeah, it seems lethal. Kapow. Okay, who's the Hyper Beam guy now? There's an extra Vault. Seems like a pick. Seems lethal, yeah. Okay. Vault, right? Do we get any value out of these? Busted Crown can stop us from finding Rushdown, so I think that's a no. We've got enough energy. Velvet Choker, I think, blocks us, right? I think there's like significant turns where we need to not be chokered. Where we're playing like a bunch of smites and like an infinite loop. So yeah, definitely no choker. Runic Pyramid, does that do anything? Pyramid does help with statuses, that's a great point. Yeah. So I think it's going to be Pyramid. It makes us like way more consistent at comboing on turn 2, right? Against the Heart. If you have Pyramid, don't Burns still get discarded? Because Burns, like, there's like unwritten card text on Burns that's like deal 2 damage and then discard. That's true, right? Yeah, I don't know why we would skip, right? Skip seems... Yeah, wounds do not get discarded. Wounds are dangerous, but we've gotten past the most dangerous wound fights in the run, right? Which are Taskmaster in the Slavers fight and in the Thwack fight and Book of Stabbing. And then obviously like Dazes and Void's Exhaust, so those aren't in your hand. Aren't there 5 though? That's 4. What's the last one? We've done Burn, Wound, Daze, and Void. Is there only 4? Slime, thank you. So we can just play the Slime. It's true, Pyramid does not count as Retain, yeah. So really all it does is holds the wound. I guess it holds the slime too. Hey Talia. Good morning. So it holds wound and slime is what Pyramid does. I mean, I guess to be fair, it also holds like vault and stuff, right? So if we don't want to play vault on a turn, we can have guaranteed vault on the next turn, which seems pretty amazing. Are there any Act 3 fights that have a bunch of wounds? There aren't, right? Donideka has dazes. Nemesis has burns. Oh, yeah. Repto has wounds. So I think it is runic. I mean, Busted Crown and Velvet Choker are both like way skips, right? Because this prevents us from finding Rushdown, and this prevents us from playing Rushdown. So it's either Runic Pyramid or skip, and I don't see the downside of Runic Pyramid. It seems like holding Wound is an upside in the Heart Fight. That just like draws us an extra card every turn. So I'm gonna grab that. But almost a skip there. It could have been. Alright, so we've already done our Mega, so we've just got to go to shops and find Rushdowns. Looks like 2 shops is going to be the max. We can start with either of these two. We can currently afford Rushdown, which is nice. I don't think we're too afraid of elites, but I don't think we're like seeking them out particularly. Looks like 2 elites is probably... Oh, we could do 3 elites if we do him. So let's go to this shop and then decide if we want to do more elites or more fires. Because there's a bunch of fires right out here too. Going to these fires does force us into these 2 elites to get back to this shop, but there's a fire in the middle there too, so... Seems like a really good route. Okay. Probably going to vault this turn. Maybe you're just over keen for the one with a 1,000 game... For the 1 in 1,000 game where Boss Relic Swap is actually correct. Yeah, it happens. I mean, I've definitely done it. Okay, so we have 5 energy to spend, so we can't play all of the cards and vault, even if we take the cheap vault. So I guess I'll take the cheap vault and skip Metal Fortress. Alright, we need to find the other vault, which means we need to get rid of all of these. Actually, no, Sanctity can draw it. Okay, we did not find the other vault, so we have to play Sanctity to draw it. We've got 3, 6, 9 cards in hand, so Sanctity is safe currently. We actually probably don't need the vault this turn. If we like Mental Fortress, Vigilance, Sanctity, we block for... this is 17, right? Yeah, 17 plus 4 is 21. We're heading for 23. I'll take 2, that's fine. Okay. We can worship Sanctity and then worship to go into Divinity. And can we kill all of them? We can't. We don't have enough damage. We can kill several of them, that's enough. I'll kill you first. And then double smite you. And then, like, Eruption Vigilance on you. And we'll just lethal him next turn. We're drawing the whole deck, doesn't matter what we do. Okay. And then we're gonna non-divinity lethal for the first time in a long time. Look at that. Hey, there's a Meditate. So we could decost Sanctity, and then like any card draw does it. Yeah, so if we pick Meditate, then we can do a combo with Cut Through Fate, right? Okay. right? Because it's like, yeah. Because if we decost Sanctity and Cut Through Fate, then just like Sanctity, Cut Through Fate is an infinite. I guess it's not because we need to play a skill in the middle, but the skill in the middle could be like Worship or something. Okay. There's Cut Through Fate here too, but I'll take the Meditate because we're pretty desperate to actually get the combo online. Is it still block positive? Yeah, because it contains Sanctity. Okay, cool. Should be good to go now. That might change our pathing. What a jerk. Stabbing me. Shapes. Okay. Oh my god. These shapes are crushing me. I guess I'm gonna drink a regen pot. Jesus, shapes, relax. Okay, so we need to play some cards before we vault, presumably. So I'll play that card, and then... Yeah, not this time. Jesus, these shapes were on it. They're just, like, ready to go. We can Eruption Smite to kill one, right? 24 plus 9 is 33. Yeah, so we can kill this one. Okay, so that blocks out. And then we can Secret Technique for the Worship to decost it, or for the Meditate to decost something else. But there's nothing else in the discard we want to decost, so it's gotta be Worship. Okay. I think we're keeping the Sanctity. I'll just keep all these, and then we can play Worship Sanctity. Oh crap. I assumed that was going to draw back into it, but it's not. It's still lethal on Exploder, though, with just Brilliance and Smite. Oh, and we did draw back into it. Okay, fine. It wouldn't be crazy to, like, practice the combo a little bit here. So the next step is we, like, meditate the Sanctity. We actually have to spend a card here. And there's no cards we can spend that aren't Miracle. Okay, so let's spend a Miracle. And, decost the Sanctity. Alright, this combo kind of breaks because we have Dazes and Smites and stuff, so we can't actually, like, dodge lethal too long. Nope. We went the route with all the fires, right? Why do you want the Smites to begin with? Well, it used to be that they did a bunch of damage, and now they're kind of in the way. We could remove the thing now. We're at 25. So I could see an argument for trying to go to this fire, because there might not be a fight on the way there. But there's way fewer fires overall, so I think we just have to survive this hallway fight. Transient should be pretty easy. We probably end up killing him. Just kidding, he kills us right now. And there's nothing we can do about it. God damn it, Slay the Spire. Yeah, this is not enough, right? At turn one. Yeah, clearly the mistake in the run was not bottling a vault. Bottling a vault would have meant we were pretty much guaranteed to win every fight in the run, and we didn't do it. And transient took a bite. Wow, that's disappointing. We had like an infinite against the heart that worked, but we were a little bit too slow to set up. Why didn't you do it? What was the thought behind that? I don't know what you mean. There was no option for anything on turn one. Oh, why didn't I do it? Oh, we were trying to. So at the time, it wasn't so clear that turn one was a big problem, and we were trying to save money for a future shop to make sure we could buy Rushdown. And we card removed something, which made it so we didn't have enough money for the bottle. Yeah, if we'd taken Dead Branch, which was an option here, one of those 3 miracles could have saved us. So, hard to feel like we didn't screw that one up. Definitely like lots of different directions that one was a win. Starting with Pandora's box swap, being offered a Dead Branch on like floor 6. Had an infinite. We were just playing with fate though, right? Like eventually somebody was going to kill us on turn 1. We were really fragile on turn 1. Having like I should have removed the Battle Hymn once we had the infinite online. We should have removed Battle Hymn so that we could have drawn an extra card on turn 1. Yeah, it's a really good seed if somebody wants to try it again. I'm not going to try it again, but drat. We messed up and we got punished.